followed by Jenny Mara.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. I too welcome this debate in the Health and Sport Committee, and my time on the committee was also short. It was only 2 meetings plus one where I turned up to see, specifically talking about this one issue. And Duncan McNeill, I was there when Duncan McNeill heard about walking football for older people. I myself have been told that I've had that style of play for a number of years now. It might be something to do with age. But the hard to reach to people's sport, getting people to engage in sport, is something I've been quite interested in myself in my own constituency. This year I played football with Brian Thompson, a constituent who, along with St Mirren and acquired brain injury group in Paisley, they've played together to have football so they can talk to one another and talk about all their issues and problems that they have, and play something that they do, get involved in sport and enjoy, which is playing football. And it's been extremely good just to see them go on. They've got to the stage now where they're developing their own football club further. In fact, they're talking to the SFA about having an acquired brain injury football league so that they can play other teams as well within, like a mini SPL five-a-side. But even when I played for them for an hour and a half, and oh was I sore the next day, they actually played at a very good level because they enjoyed the football as well, and it just showed you the difference it could make to their lives. Another good example of this is the Renfrewshire Street stuff, where they managed to take street football, again working with St Mirren locally, they managed to take football and other sports and the rugby coach out to the communities and discuss about in certain areas where the police tell them there's hot spots, where they can actually get them involved and see if anyone's got the ability and talent within sport, or just to be involved. And that in itself makes a massive difference to a lot of these younger people. I've had many times when I've gone to see some of the things happening, some of the stories would actually make your hair curl. But in the end, it's also extremely challenging, but it's the work that makes a big difference in our areas. In some of our areas, it's brought down antisocial behaviour by about 25%, so it obviously works. But I think the Minister's correct when she says in the Olympic Games, one of the biggest things was the volunteers. We've got 150,000 volunteers, it's already been mentioned, in sport, and they don't see themselves as volunteers because they're involved in their clubs. And one of the biggest issues that came out in the summer was the clubs, the rugby organisations in particular, Scottish Rugby Union were saying, is that the club structure is the most important thing, that they actually develop. The clubs, the more established clubs, are the ones that have got the whole community feel about them. Now, I know that's something we're trying to have with the hubs, but it's a difficult thing, and I know it's a challenging thing for us to get all these clubs together within the actual hubs themselves. But also in the same evidence session, there were various clubs, I think it was in Broxburn, where they actually said there was a whole stack of clubs from different sports working together. Like in my own area, I've got a traditional club like Kelburn Hockey Club, which incidentally gave us Emily Maguire, the bronze medalist in the hockey this year, and they've always excelled as a club and also as a sporting organisation because they've had generation of talent plus generations of parents being involved and coming through. So I think we have to find a way to make sure that we can get everyone together with regards to making sure that we can have all the hubs like that. We've gone to a stage within Paisley where we've actually even got the amateur boxing club in Paisley involved in one of the hubs, and this in itself means that their engagement all the time and they're talking with one another, and it means that they know exactly what's happening with everything else. Of course, money is always a major issue.
30 seconds.
I'm aware of that, Presiding Officer, and in order to get that across, I think it's always a major issue. And locally we managed to put £10,000 per hub from the local authority within there. So I think we have to make sure that we have all the clubs and give them a reason for getting involved in the hubs so that they have a benefit for them as sporting organisations. But I can see from my time involved that I can see the difference it can make in people's lives, and that's the most important thing, because not only are we healthier, it also gives an opportunity to really be all we can be without using sport as a conduit.
Thanks very much, Mr. Adams.